Bravo just released the names of the new cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into this season 16 cast reveal. First, we're going to discuss who's out, then we're going to discuss who's in, and then we're going to discuss the newbies. Well, the people who are out, we already knew about Candy. Candy Barris is not returning for season 16. And you know, Candy has so many other things going on, so this is really not that big of a deal for her to not be returning. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get a glimpse of her every now and then visiting somebody on the cast. But she'll be okay. She has got so many other projects and things going on, so she'll be just fine. Another person that is out is Sanya Richard Ross. And again, I think she'll be okay. I really didn't like her on the show anyway, but you know, she just had a new baby, and you know, she does a lot of broadcasting work and she has a lot of brands that she endorses. So again, I think she will be okay. She was working before this and she will continue to work after this. Another person who's not returning is Sheree Whitfield, She by Sheree. Now, she's the one that I'm a little worried about of how she's going to supplement her income now that she doesn't have this income anymore. But as you know, she wasn't on the show for a long time, for a while anyway. So whatever she was doing then, I guess she's just going to return to doing that. Kind of surprised she's not coming back. I wonder if it was her choice or not, but it probably wasn't. I don't have, Sheree's okay with me. She could have stayed on the show, wouldn't have had a problem with it. And Candy, of course, I like Candy. She definitely could have stayed on the show. And another person who's not returning is Marlo. I don't think Marlo ever got her due on the show. I liked Marlo. I mean, she was a little, you know, impulsive with things, but I like Marlo, and I don't think she ever got her fair chance on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. But she will not be returning. I'm sure that's not her choice either. Okay, now let's discuss who is staying. Well, Kenya Moore will be returning, and you know, she's a fan favorite. I don't care for Kenya. Kenya is a mean girl, a pretty mean girl. And I don't really care for her too much, but she will be returning, and I'm sure fans are happy that she's going to be returning because she does bring drama to the show and she does keep it exciting. So she will definitely be returning. I guess her storyline will again be dealing with her divorce, finalizing her divorce, and also maybe showing her new boyfriend that she has, and also her family life with her child and the possibility of having another child. Sedera, she is also returning. I'm kind of surprised she's returning because she seems like she has some stuff finally going on for herself as far as her musical career, and I know she had been touring, so I thought maybe that she would not be returning, that she'd be focusing more on her music and her acting career, but she is returning. I never really cared for Drew, but again, I guess her storyline will be her divorce from her husband and how that is going to play into her life, and also just her family life and her career that's finally starting to seem like it's maybe blowing up a little bit. But yes, she's still staying. And also returning will be Porsha. And we know Porsha is now currently dealing with her divorce from Simon, and that has become quite messy. So that will potentially be on the show, and I'm sure everybody's going to eat that up. So, or they may not come to the end. They may be, depending on when the shows have been taped or if they've even started taping. That may be a part of it, the divorce, and also I guess they're going to show her probably transitioning back to Atlanta, and then they're going to have probably her the father of her child on the show some, because I'm sure she's cozying back up to him. And Simon, I'm sure, will be a good part of her storyline as far as the drama with him as well. And then we also have Shamia Morton. I think she was introduced in the show as a friend of Candy's. She's been on the show a while, but never as a full-time cast member. So now she's going to be a full-time cast member. Shamia has always been unproblematic, so she probably will still be that same way. She's the only person that seems pretty stable. She's married, she has 2 kids. You really don't hear anything bad about Shamia, so she is now going to be a full-time cast member. And they are also bringing back Cynthia Bailey, but she is going to be just a friend of the cast. And I guess her storyline maybe will be dealing with being single again, her dating life, and then all her entrepreneurial ventures that she's probably trying to go into. But Cynthia Bailey is returning. And now we're going to get to these newbies. Okay, the newbies that are going to be on the season 16 cast is the first one we're going to discuss is Britany Edy. She is an author and a podcast host. Her podcast is called The Courage Plug. I couldn't find too much about her. I think she is married, and again, she's an established author and a businesswoman. And that's really about all I found out about Britany Edy. If you guys know anything else about her, feel free to put it in the comments. But she is one of the new people that are new women that are joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast 16. Also, we have Kelly Farrell. She is a chef. She owns Nana's Chicken and Waffles in Georgia, and she's also the author of Cooking with Kelly. She is from Baltimore, and she's the mother of 5. So she seems like she's a pretty established businesswoman already, and she is on Food Network. She has a show on Food Network. So she seems like she's pretty established. And also the other newcomer is Angela Oakley, and she is the wife of former NBA basketball player Charles Oakley, and she is a financial consultant. She's from Illinois, and her and Charles have made a company together called Oakley Agency, and it's there to help athletes with their basic financial literacy, to help them to do their day-to-day financial things that they need to do. So she's pretty much established as well. So it's not like these women are women who don't have their own businesses and careers. So they all seem to be somewhat established. But I don't know why anybody would want to go besides a check on this show to reveal their life to the world. I've seen Angela Oakley before because her husband has a cooking show on Fox Soul, I believe it is, and she's been up there a few times. But I would not want to expose my life into all the criticism that they're going to get. I don't think these women, they think they know, but I think they have no idea of what they're about to embark on being in the cast of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But we'll see. I can't wait to see how they mesh with the OGs and how it all works out. And then the reunion, to see what the new women have to say about being on the show and see how many of them actually make it to the end. But I'm definitely going to be watching. I wasn't able to find, after doing my research, I haven't been able to find when the air date is going to be for the new season 16, but it looks like they're just beginning to be doing the production, so there's no telling when the air date will be, but I will definitely keep you guys posted. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.